7:11 and 12 degrees in the downtown core on this gray start to your Sunday morning. It's time to dive into the world of technology to take a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Chris Abel, our tech expert, is joining us. Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning. Boy, I'm ready to dive.
Well, there's lots of interesting ones that you've prepared for us this week. Listen, there's nothing wrong with this first story. I didn't know that we needed it, but Canada has created an AI robo-grill. Explain.
Okay, so at the University of Guelph, they've just installed this AI-powered robot. It is a grill for grilling burgers and meat, but it has this large platform on top that is circular, that moves kind of like a clock. And so the idea is that this all works autonomously. The only thing human beings have to do is supply it with a supply of patties. It could be chicken, it could be beef. What the robot does is that as the patties land onto the grill, there's this circular grill that has spots for 12 different patties that slowly move kind of like a clock across the grill and across different ranges of temperature. The AI monitors it with an AI-powered camera. You also have a little robot hand that comes in and flips the little patties over, and then a little robot finger that reaches in and touches the patties and tells the temperature. And the idea is it monitors it so well that by the time it comes out the other side, it's a perfectly grilled little patty. It's not just about speed, but it's about consistency every time. So this has been installed at the University of Guelph, but it's made by Burlington-based company Gastronomist Tech, who has already installed this at a number of campuses across North America. They say they've already served 2.5 million burgers with the RoboGrill, and so far the reception has been really, really good.
And I bet you can't even tell the difference, but it's interesting. It's about consistency, right? Because it's checking everything along the way. Okay, this one doesn't scare me. That's fine. Let's talk about search engines because, every time you put into something in the Googles, if you will, it gives you, I've noticed, and most people have noticed, there's that AI option. So what's happening right now? Is there pushback to that AI feature?
There is. So this company that has made a browser, it's not one of the big browsers, but it's been around for a long time, called DuckDuckGo. Some people might remember that. And they decided, okay, what they would do is they introduce a feature where you can do searches that do not involve artificial intelligence. If you just like to get your results and not have artificial intelligence make any changes or kind of learn anything about you, you don't want any of that kind of involvement, great. They call no AI. Just turn on that feature and the AI is gone. And since they launched it, they said, actually, this has turned out to be very popular. They've tripled the number of visitors to their website. Now they have launched an extension, so if you don't just want to go to DuckDuckGo, you can also download their extension for Chrome, for Firefox, and Opera as well. But this has proven to be very, very popular, and I have to say, I've been hearing more and more of a backlash out there when it comes to AI, especially from students in campuses and schools where people are just kind of getting tired of the push for artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's very interesting because that platform, DuckDuckGo, it offers a completely almost different version of the internet usage experience. So interesting to see that pushback there. Okay, we got to talk about these runway models paired up with humanoids. What's going on?
So in South Korea, they had a big fashion show with models walking down the runway, the catwalk. But what was interesting is that you had two models. One was human, the other was humanoid robot.
And they look kind of funny. You got to say that, yeah.
These are shorter humanoid robots, and so the fashion models are significantly taller than the little squat robot that's standing next to them. But they're both walking down the runway at the same time and wearing very complementary fashion clothes. So they're both wearing clothes that are about the same color, but of course tailored to fit exactly their different dimensions. The fashion designers say, okay, what they're responding to is that we're getting more and more humanoid robots invading our society. And they have found people want to not have an army of robots, but they want robots that are individuals. And so one of the ways in which you can make a robot different or unique is not just by giving it a different name or giving it a different voice, but actually having them wear clothing. This is how you can sort of differentiate between the robot that parked your car and the robot that's serving you a meal.
Like a uniform almost.
Yeah. Yes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to put on a fashion show where the robots are wearing that kind of clothes and show how they anticipate that over time this may influence human clothing. that if we live in a world where robots are wearing robot fashion, then people might want to buy human clothes that are influenced by robot fashion.
I say we leave it to the supermodels, but that's just me. Chris Abel, you can follow along on Instagram at Real Chris Abel. That's KRISABEL, Real Chris Abel altogether. Chris, it's always such a pleasure. Have a great one. We'll talk again next Sunday.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
All right. It's 7:17 right now. Coming up in just